Yes, sounds have colors, at least for many people who claim when they hear sounds, they also see colors. And one of these people is me, and it could be you too. It's estimated that 1 in 23 people experience some sort of a perceptual condition called synesthesia, a word that refers to connection of sensorial areas. Let's make a test. We have these two lines. Which one would you say is called marimba, and which one would you say is called cataca? It's obvious, right? But why? We are relating visuals with sounds without any logic intervention. And I know this association looks evident, but the why is not so evident. And I'm going to explain you everything I know about this with the latest studies with surprising findings. And I'm going to try to describe what I see and how I see it, because maybe you have it too and you haven't realized it yet. There are more than 80 forms of synesthesia, some stronger than others. More rare, 1 in 3,000 people, is the chromesthesia or sound to colors, which happens to me. First of all, when I hear sounds of birds or music instruments, mostly loud or high-pitched voices, it's not that I see them in front of me, they somehow happen. There is a presence in the back of my mind. It's hard to define, but imagine you're walking in the park and you hear these sounds of birds and you feel there are oranges, reds, yellows, as if they were happening somehow in the periphery of your vision where everything is blurry. It's there, it's enriching the visual experience with more colors that are not perceived by your eye. And when I go to a concert, it's a very interesting experience because these colors appear as well, especially with high-pitched instruments like violins or flutes, but trumpets and metals also produce strong red colors as well. Sometimes I just close my eyes and instead of looking at the orchestra, I just enjoy the feast of colors happening and the evolution of shapes that are kind of blurry and similar to northern lights. Some might see sharper shapes, some might see them much more present than others, some describe even to see them in front of them. And sounds to colors associations change per individual. But one thing is common. High-pitched sounds create brighter colors. I have also some sort of a smell to colors synesthesia that happens with some perfumes. But thankfully, I don't have any more than this because there are rare forms of synesthesia that can create a very confusing experience, like there are people that can smell sounds or taste colors, or sounds can provoke vivid touch sensations, and these people struggle to cope with the enormous amount of sensations of their reality. The more common, 1 in 90 people, is the association of letters, numbers, or even days of the week to colors. I personally see the vowel I yellow, and the U is orange, and there is nothing in the world that can change that. In the synesthesia community, there are intense debates about this, and no one agrees, which means this is a highly personal identification. If it happens to you too, please leave a comment. And please subscribe and help this channel if you find this interesting. We are keen to explore and empower the wonders of the human brain, of the creativity, and also to expose the dangers to it in modern society, especially with the evolution of AI and social media. So, why synesthesia happens? It's not fully known by the neuroscientist community, but research has been strong in the last years. And one of the main researchers is Richard Sidgwick, and he has some clues. Synesthesia is more common than we think, and we all have it really in some way or form. We are just mostly not aware of it. Our brain activity is really nuts. The processing power of millions of units of sensorial data on real time that is just filtered. So we are mostly not aware of the processing stage. We are just aware of the filter result, of the things that are useful for us, because otherwise we would get crazy with the amount of data that we perceive. However, in the case of synesthesia, the balance is somehow disrupted, most likely, as scientists are beginning to discover, by the expression of a gene, leading to an excess of excitation, which results in the awareness of this cross-wiring sensorial association. So basically, when the synesthetic gene expresses itself in sensory parts of the brain, people are clearly synesthetic and have synesthetic conscious experiences. And we're talking about a mutation, a gene that has appeared at some point and that it has been transmitted through generations for hundreds of years. Everyone really has these sensory connections. We are all inward synesthetes who are mostly unaware of sensory couplings happening all the time. For example, there have been experiments inducing excitement artificially to certain areas of the brain and people describing synesthetic experiences that they never had before, which means we all have it, but this gene, wherever it is, creates basically a surge of excitement that makes us aware of the connection process that we are usually not aware of. The research about synesthesia goes on and is very exciting. Younger researchers are now active in 15 countries because it's easy to track since it's genetically transmitted. It is easy to collect DNA from a large number of synesthetic relatives. So synesthesia might be the very first perceptual condition for which science can map its gene. Well, I hope you found this video interesting. Certainly, I'm going to keep talking about it, especially how I use my synesthesia in daily life and especially in my art. Because you see, the wonders of the human brain are still unknown. We are talking about an incredibly powerful processing organic hardware, and that's why when I hear AI being able to be creative, etc., well, it will never be able to have a brain like we do. So they will create different results that we do. They will never be able to see the reality like we do, to have mutated genes, to experience, for example, synesthesia. So I'm very hopeful of the future of our unique human creativity and the things the human brain can produce, but that's the topic for another video. Thanks for watching.